So, how do you manage your finances? Is it something like you put some amount of money every month in your account and you just wait for the interest to come so that you can save for your daughter's marriage or your child's education? Or do you invest somewhere? How many of you think that your house is an asset? Are you nodding your head right now? So, these are the answers you will get in the video. Stay tuned till the end so that you get all the answers. Hi, this is Kamya Johar, firstborn to my parents and an elder sister to two siblings, an engineer turned digital marketer and an influencer. So today we'll talk about the 5 lessons I learned from this book, that is Rich Dad Poor Dad. You know what? He was 50 when he wrote this book, and what happened was for many years he struggled a lot to sell a single copy. But till date it is the bestseller, or if we search for the best business book or finance book on Google, we get this name Rich Dad Poor Dad only. What happened at that time which is not happening right now? The thing is, generations change, so thinking changed. That is why people tend to focus on what is important rather than just clinging on to the stereotypes. Lesson number 1: building a financial IQ. What is financial IQ and why is it important? I'll make you understand a story. When Robert Kiyosaki was 8 years old, what he did was he used to study in a school in which rich students go. And he, along with his friend, what he did was they weren't invited to a party because they were rich, and they didn't invite them because these two children, Robert and his friend Mike, were poor. So they decided to make money. What they did, they collected toothpaste bottles, the empty bottles, and back then they were made of lead. So they just melted it and were carving money out of it. That Robert's dad explained that this thing is illegal, and if you want to make money, you should go and ask how to make money. Go ask Mike's dad. So what happened was Mike's dad in this story is known as his rich dad, and the poor dad is his educated dad. So, having two dads made him realize that he could have a change in his opinion, he could have a choice, and having two dads made a choice in his thinking. It let him decide what is right and what is wrong, what to learn from which dad. And his poor dad was really educated. He went to business school and he was a teacher. His rich dad wasn't that educated, but he owned chains of restaurants. So what happened was when he was 8 years old, he started this financial training. The rich dad, Mike's dad, started his financial training. So what he came to know, that people don't know the real meaning of assets and liabilities. What often people think is that our house is an asset. It's not. You're living in it, and if you buy your new house, you start to live in it too. With the new house comes liabilities. Till the time you pay the loan, the value of the house gets depreciated. How come it is an asset if it is not paying you anything? So the simple value of asset and liability is: asset gives money into your pocket and liability takes money out of your pocket. It is usually said that a person can be really educated but financially illiterate. So we do not get this kind of education in our school. They never make us understand the value of financial education. And it only starts at home. Lesson number 2: land was wealth 300 years ago. It is not the wealth now. Then came the factories, which was considered as wealth in US. And in the year 2020, now, right now, 30th August 2020, wealth is the knowledge you have. If you are timely updated with your knowledge, no one can destroy you. You will be the master always. But most people, what they do is they work hard, they often work hard, they really work hard, but they are clung to their previous beliefs and their previous knowledge. This won't work now. A person who has the knowledge is the master. Lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is have more than one income. Work 9 to 5, but then hustle hard. Success is not easy. There is no easy way out, but I don't get any recipe of easy success. So just understand this, that success is not easy. Don't tend to play it safe. You have to take risks. There'll be no success without failure. So just make your failure as an inspiration rather than giving up at that time. Why not own the ladder instead of using it? Why not own a business? If you are an employee, you will be always like a docile cow ready to be milked anytime. So just what you have to do is just add into your asset column. Take risk. Take risk. Period. Lesson number 4, which I learned, is really very important for everyone, that money is a trap. There are two emotions which are basically considered with money, that is fear and desire. Once we get our paycheck, we have thousands of things to do. We only have just one income and thousands of bills to pay. We have thousands of our desires. So when we overcome these two feelings, when we start volunteering, when we start to do it for free and build our knowledge, then to build the money column, our uh, asset column will automatically multiply. Secondly, what if a person who can't give to someone cannot get? The most poor person in the society is the one who cannot help someone, who cannot give money to someone. So what you take is what you get is what you give. If you give happiness to someone, you will get more in return. But you have to give. You don't have to be poor with that. If you start building money, give money. Do some social works. Help someone. Do that. It will really, really help you. Money basically, it is kind of trap. Don't get into this trap and let the money use it against you. Instead, use it for you, for yourself, for your success, to grow. Lesson number 5, which I learned from this book, is learn, relearn, and unlearn. What happens is people who spend on business books, seminars, webinars these days, courses, are more rich. This will give you more fortune in future rather than buying the liabilities, your cars, your houses. So learn new courses, attend seminars, attend webinars, prepare for new skills, have new skills every day. Don't just be good at one skill. If you are best at one skill, it is not often noticed that the graph goes down by the time you reach 10 years or 20 years by doing the same work. So you should have something in hand in order to do something else. Build your skills. When you learn something and when you relearn that, unlearn that, in order empty your cup. This is called empty your cup. Do you think Indian society is the one where we can execute this? I absolutely refuse this because I live here, and what our parents tell is that work hard, study hard so that you can get a good job. You can get somewhere, you can land somewhere which is nice place so that you can get a paycheck and it would be safe, or get a government job so that you'll be safe your entire life. Our parents tell us this. That is why they just end spending money on weddings. That is why they do that. This does not happen in the West, but yeah, parents just make you understand that you have to play it safe. They make us brittle. If financial knowledge, if financial education was given here, there would be less rate of unemployment over here. So everybody, even if he's a child of 8 years old or 9 or 10 or 6, he should study the financial education. It should start in your early years, and school, don't tell that school doesn't give you that much education. It just lets you thrive in the society, how to live in the society. It teaches you how to be good to others. It teaches you how to be socially present there in the society so that nobody insults you. It doesn't teach you how to save money. Whatever we learn in the school, you don't get to do that in your job. The theoretical knowledge is different from the money saving techniques. School doesn't teach that. That is why this is what where we lag should happen in our schools. I hope you like the review. I hope you like the lessons I learned. Stay tuned to my channel for more these kind of videos. And till then, stay happy, stay peaceful, stay grateful. Ta-da!